This YCN segment is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer.
Welcome back, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide, and we move over to the National League playoffs. Wild card game Wednesday night. That's the Rockies hosting, or the Diamondbacks hosting the Rockies, I think it is.
Right.
I think, yeah, the Diamondbacks are at home. They clinched a while ago. Rockies just clinched this weekend. And that game, winner is going to face the Dodgers. A lot of people are saying Dodgers, if it's Dodgers and Diamondbacks have a chance to upset the Dodgers. Is there a lot of pressure on the Dodgers just because they've 103 wins, whatever they got? Clayton Kershaw. It seems like the pressure's on them.
Yeah, I think the best team in the majors always has the most pressure on them come playoff time. I mean, in the playoffs, you play 162 games during the regular season, and in the playoffs, you only play best of five, best of seven.
Yeah.
Right. So, I think the pressure is definitely on the Dodgers. The Diamondbacks, I think they have some good pitching with Greinke. The Dodgers, the pressure is on. Can Kershaw and all these guys perform? And there were really multiple 100-plus win teams this season.
Right.
So you might not even say the Dodgers are the best team. But I think for the most part of the season they are. I think the Indians could challenge them for the best team, but really the Dodgers, I think the target's really on them.
And just the fact that they've had some bad runs in the postseason. Clayton Kershaw hasn't pitched his best.
Right.
Over on the other side, the Nationals and Cubs. Cubs kind of flying under the radar this year. They came in as the World Series favorites to repeat, but then they struggled to win their division, didn't wrap it up until the final week of the season.
Right.
Nationals, they've got a great team. Obviously, Scherzer pitching game one, and then Strasburg coming back in game two, Gio Gonzalez. They've got a good squad. I think that's going to be an interesting and exciting series, but also a little pressure on the Nationals because they've been in this position before, and they've faded pretty quickly as well. Yeah,
and I think Bryce Harper's health is going to be very important for the Nationals, and I think the Nationals are a very good team, and like you said, they have the pitching, and they have the bats as well, if the Nationals, if their health can hold up, and really performing in the postseason is going to be the big question.
And it's hard because, like you said, it's 5 games and it's 7 games.
Right.
Bryce Harper, his last game, he played in the final game of the season or the game before the last game, and he was 0 for 4 with 2 ground into double plays and 2 strikeouts. If he does that for 3 games, his season could be over. So it is tough but it's the only way you can do it. You can't have a 10-game series or something. But it does sometimes favor a team that might get hot versus a team that might get cold.
Yeah, absolutely. You see these kind of unknown names come out and they just have a big hit, and all of a sudden they're a star, right? They could have hit, 50 during the regular season, but during the playoffs, if they just get that one hit, definitely.
Big hit.
I think, with Harper and a lot of these guys who have health problems, this extra rest from the end of the regular season to the postseason, hopefully that'll help some guys. And going back to the AL with Chris Sale, he's going to have 8 days off.
Right.
So hopefully that'll
and hopefully that helps, and that was part of the reason why the Indians are starting Kluber, is because they want to keep him on his 5 days rest and then 5 days rest for Game 5 if he can. So, all right, so we both have the Red Sox and the Indians in the ALCS. And for the National League, I'm going to go with the Dodgers and the Cubs. I think the Dodgers, they got a great team. I know the Diamondbacks and Rockies are good, but I think the Dodgers advance. And I think the Cubs, slight upset. Nationals are better by the record. They get home field advantage, but Cubs slight upset. Who you got in the National League?
Yeah, I think the Cubs are definitely going to win that one. I think John Lester is going to be big in the playoffs. We've seen him do that. He's really a playoff pitcher, and I think their bats will come through. Rizzo and Bryant and all those guys will be big. So I'm going with the Cubs in that series, and then. In the other one, I think the Dodgers. I'm going with the Dodgers. I think Kershaw will perform. He's just too good of a pitcher to be that bad for that many starts in the playoffs. I think he's going to perform. I think it's going to be Dodgers-Cubs, and the winner of that one, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. I'm going to go with the Dodgers representing the National League, and I just can't pick against the Indians in the American League. I'd love to see the Red Sox, obviously, but I have Dodgers and Indians, and I'm going to go with the Dodgers winning the World Series. Best team. They did have a little bit of a skid. They lost 12 in a row or whatever it was. They struggled. But with the pitching they have, they got good bats too. So I think it's the Dodgers coming out on top.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's going to be Cubs and Indians.
Okay.
And I think the Cubs are going to win it all. I think we're going to see some more magic, and I think it's going to be another great story. A 2-peat for the Cubs. It's going to be exciting.
After all those years to wait, then they win it 2 times in 2 years. So there are our picks. I'm sure they'll be completely wrong, but you can always check out the website, ycnnow.com, and rewatch it after the World Series is over and see how bad we were. We'll take our final break. When we come back, we'll talk some local, some regional. We have Dartmouth football with a big win, and then they also are playing again this weekend, plus some high school football where the game of the week will be, and then also our Salt Hill Pub picks of the week. You're watching YCN Sports Talk.